in Proverbs 11, verse 2. It says, when pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. So let's talk about this a little bit, right? Because there's so many views on what we should value, and valuing ourselves, but there's a difference in just what we value and how we value, rather. So what is pride? Pride is having an excessive self-esteem issue, thinking that you're above others. It's having like conceit and just valuing yourself kind of based on things regarding yourself, your talents, your wealth, your position, like maybe what you're elevated to, your beauty, all the things, anything that you would attribute to yourself. But then we're going to kind of ask, where did these things come from anyways? But that pride is having that excessive, self-esteem, that excessive thoughts of yourself. But the fact is that it said when it comes, it causes shame. The Bible talks so much about shame, about pride all throughout, that shame is a result of pride. Destruction is a result of pride. Contention is a result of pride. In fact, he says that the proud in heart are an abomination. That's big, okay? An abomination. So we know that God resists the proud, right? Gives grace to the humble. God does not like our pride, so it causes shame. So what's that? Shame is this like sensation that's a result of a conscience of guilt. Okay, it's a result of something that harms your reputation. It's something that we would want to conceal or hide. When you feel shame, you don't want others to really see it. You'd rather hide it, and you can do that through words. You can do that through actions, because you can look at someone and think they're doing all the right things, and if it's done by pride, it's wrong, and they can be doing right things to hide the fact that they're thinking wrong things. Either way, that shame, that pride causes shame, and it's a result of a guilty conscience, a result of somebody who has harmed their own reputation. But then it says, let's keep moving, because that's all like bad news. And of course, we've talked about all the things that pride causes. But it says, with the lowly is wisdom. So people probably don't want to think about that. But with the lowly, Christ himself in Matthew 11:29 says, I am meek and lowly in heart. There's nothing wrong with being a meek person, a humble person, a lowly person. In fact, it means humble, right? It means forbearing under injury. That's indeed, being meek is having a lot of strength. It's being able to restrain yourself, and it's a really good thing, right? Think about being able to be like Christ. Think about Moses. He was also called the most humble man, and even he messed up at some point in time and had to receive a little punishment there, but he was also very meek. He was also very humble. Christ was also very meek and lowly and humble. And it says that with the lowly is wisdom. Think about our examples here. We have Christ, we have Moses, we have those who humble themselves, right? But then we have pride. You know who some of our examples are? Satan. He wanted to exalt himself, elevate himself like above God. And he was cast out of heaven. Like, he's the biggest liar, the biggest deceiver. These are characteristics that come along with pride. So think about our example. We have Satan. We had Nebuchadnezzar, right? He had so much pride, thinking that he built this kingdom, that God humbled him. I think it was 7 years. He made him grow like nails, talons, and feathers, and he lived outside and ate of the grass with the beasts for, I believe it was 7 years. And of course, when he came back to himself, he was restored back to his kingdom. So you can come back from pride, thank God. And then think about King Uzziah or Hezekiah. He's also known as Hezekiah. He was such a godly king, and then at the end it said he became proud in his heart. And again, the results of that were not good. So we have choices here. We can be prideful, or we can be lowly. We can value ourselves and the things that we think we've done above what we should really be valuing, right? What should we really value and value about ourselves? How about the things that God says we are? Let's value Him and the things that He's made us. He's made us clean. He's made us righteous. He's made us full of grace. He's made us overcomers. He's given us the ability to have the talents, right? Our gifts and talents are all from the Lord. He's the one who can give wealth. He's the one who can elevate us, right? The Lord lifts up and casts down. He's the one who made all things beautiful. And by the way, He says you're fearfully and wonderfully made. So it is what it is. Nonetheless, what are you gonna exalt today? Yourself or the Lord? What are you gonna choose? Pride or being lowly, meek, humble, having that great restraint when someone is trying to cause injury? That's huge. So choose wisdom, because with the lowly is wisdom, and with the prideful is shame. Be blessed.